Good morning, students. We can start our history class, chapter 4, the first cities. The practices of the agriculture and the use of metals, it changed the lifestyle of the people more, and they were using the sophisticated tools for the agriculture. And when they were using the sophisticated tool for the agriculture, it made the people's life very easy, and it started the bronze age. The people, they were using the bronze tools mixing with the tin and copper, and they were using the bronze tools. And when they were using the bronze tools, what happened? It is made the people's lives better. They were cultivating the they were doing the cultivation in the field and all, and they are getting more food production. And what all the food grains they are getting, they are selling, or they are giving in the localities, and they started to give in the large areas. Then it led them to start to live in the cities and all. And we can see what is the civilization. The sum total of such aspects of organized in a society is called the civilization. And the people, when they were started to live in the cities and all, the civilization also it started. And the man engaged himself in different activities and jobs and all, and they started the trades and the technology, and they started in the urban areas and all. Then it made the people to live in the cities, and it made the people to live in the organized life in the societies and all, and it is the civilization. It is called the civilization. And we can see what is the Indus Valley civilization. The Indus Valley civilization or the Harappan civilization. The Indus Valley civilization, it flourished in 2500 BC to 1500 BC. In 2500 BC to 1500 BC it flourished, and the Mohenjo-daro and the Harappa, it is belong to the Indus Valley civilization, and it is the Harappan civilization, it is flourished in first. So the Indus Valley civilization, it is known as the Harappan civilization. And you can see here in 1921, the Dayaram Sarni, he is the Indian archaeologist. He discovered many ruins in Harappa in the bank of the river Ravi in West Punjab. And in 1922, R.T. Banerjee, he is the archaeologist R.T. Banerjee, he discovered the ruins in Mohenjo-daro in the Larkana district of the Sindh. And we can understand here the Harappa civilization in 1922, it is started first. So it is known as it is belong to the Indus Valley civilization, and the Indus Valley civilization, it is known as the Harappan civilization. And we can see here the extent of civilization. It discovered more than 250 sites were there, and the Mohenjo-daro and the Harappan. And here the remains were discovered in the Lothal in Gujarat, and Champudaro in Sindh, Kalibangan in Rajasthan, and Ropar in Punjab, Alamkir in Uttar Pradesh, and the Banpali in Haryana. These are the cities. It is we can see the remains. It is discovered in these places, and it is believed, or it is said, that in 1000 years, it is the civilization. It is lasted in about the 1000 years. The civilization it was in about 1000 years. It lasted. We can see the town planning. The Harappan civilization, they have the well-planned cities. It is excavated. It is proved by the excavation in Mohenjo-daro and Harappan cities. And these cities, it is divided into two parts: the citadel and the lower town. You can see the citadel. It is from that city. It is the high part of the city. It is known as the citadel, and the lower part, it is known the lower town. And we can see the citadel. Citadel, it is a rise part of the city is known as the citadel, and it is the administrative block. It is the administrative block, and ruling classes live in the administrative block. Who is living there? The ruling classes live there, and the ruling class means like priest or the wealthy merchants. They were living in the administrative block. and the walls were height, and there we can find out the walls or the massive walls, and the walls it is very height. Why they are keeping very height? Because when to get the protection from the floods and all, when it is taking place the floods, they have to get the protection from the, when they are building the high walls and all, they are protected from the floods. That's why it is having the height, walls height. And we can see the important buildings there. Some important buildings are the Great Bath, Granary and the Assembly Halls. These are the important buildings we can find out in the citadel. And now you can see from the textbook in page number 23, there is the picture of the Great Bath in the Mohenjo-daro. And about the Great Bath, it is saying that it is the like a tank, rectangular shape in like a tank, and both side it is having the steps, and the people they can go inside, they can go and take bath and all. For that it is having the both side steps, and around the Great Bath they are building some rooms are there, because to change the dresses and all, they are making the rooms there near to the Great Bath. And it is saying that about the Great Bath. And the next page you can see the picture of the granary in Mohenjo-daro. And in the granary it is saying that we can find out the in Mohenjo-daro 6 granaries were there, and what they are doing, the grains of wheat and the barley have been found in the cracks on the threshing floors, and they were storing the wheat and the barley, this all they were storing in the granaries. And we can see the assembly hall. The assembly hall, it is the large hall in the Mohenjo-daro. It is the large hall, and we can see for the cultural shows and all, they are using these towns. And these are the 3 important buildings: the Great Bath, Granary and the assembly halls. And when we are looking at the lower towns, the lower towns, it is a lower part of the city, and there we can see the dwelling houses and the roads and the streets and the drainage system. And we can see in the dwelling houses, they were built the houses in the thick walls, and the only few windows are there. And in the houses they were making the large jars for storing the grains, keeping for the other articles of the use. And they were making the kitchen the large they have to keep the store, they have to store the grains and all. For that, they all the houses they are having the large jars. And we can see the each house had the bathroom with a system covered with the train, and in some houses they are having the courtyard and the wells. In some houses they are having. That is saying about the dwelling houses. And next we can see the roads and the streets, and they are having the roads. It is the about having the 10 meters broad and all, and near to the roads, the buildings they were built near to the side of the roads, or the side of the roads and the streets they are having the houses. And next we can see the drainage system. The drainage system, it is the all the houses were connected with the drainage system. What drainage system means, what all the waste water and the waste things and all, it is connected to train. It is training to other places, or the in main train also there, the drainage system also there. From the each houses it is throwing, or it is going through the trains into the main trains. And that is the drainage system we can find out in the Mohenjo-daro. And these are the things we studied now. We can stop the class. And today we have studied about the civilization, the Indus Valley civilization, how it started, the Indus Valley civilization, and the Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, and the cities, how it is divided, the citadel and the lower part. And in citadel, what are the important towns, important buildings we can find out. The Great Bath and the Granary and the assembly halls, these all the we can find out in the citadel. And we have seen the lower town also, how they are making the houses and the roads and the streets and the drainage system.